So today I will be in remembrance of a friend, memegod. I will be reviewing. Oh God, that's a lot of stuff. I will be reviewing most of his sticks, not all of them, because I don't have a lot of his up. I'll try to look at the updated sticks if when he comes back. Hopefully on December, on Christmas, or somewhere in December. I hope to get his newer stick figures and his updates. So yeah. So without further ado, I'll get started. Also, he's made some of the creatures from my series Absurd Arena in Random Rumble, and the ones that are in Absurd Arena, I will be comparing the ones in Random Rumble that were made from creatures from Absurd Arena. I will be comparing to the official, to the original stick. So first off is Therizina Sucus Verticalio, or Verticalio. This was, I think, based on its coloration was going to be based off of one of the Schleich Therizinosaurus. So, according to him, this is a large predatory species of, I'm going to guess, Therizinosaurus that lives on the Eye Peninsula with the crocodile tyrant Suchotyrannus. I might make a Therizinosuchus verticalio stick, but it will probably look nothing like this one. I did go on to make Therizinosuchus horizontalia, though. So yeah. Therizinosuchus V, it has more like a bird-like head, more bird and crocodilian-ish, which could be possible on an animal. Like, some birds have been theorized to have, like, sharp teeth in their beak, so we can use, and if Therizinosuchus, both horizontalia and verticalio, are more bird-like, then we might use this for future dialogue. So yeah, I honestly like the edit, which makes it look more like the reference image that was made into this. So honestly, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for this version. The detailed version, 8 out of 10. Really like the detailed version. I've had trouble using this stick. I've had trouble trying to use his Titano's Darkus. His edited version of the Titano, of the Queen of the Fallen Lands, is more of like a bird, or like an eagle. Or an orange eagle with like golden wings and like a white head. I like the detail of that. Hang on, I will try pulling out the original. I can close this, I don't really need it. I can pull out the original Titano's Darkus to compare. Where is it? Also, I now know how to spell Titano as Darkus. Here is the Titano as Darkus in all its glory, the Queen of the Fallen Lands in all her glory. So first off, you can kind of see a bit of difference in the head here. Also, on the original stick here, I don't see any teeth on the beak. However, memegod wanted to probably give it like a really strong bite, so he added teeth. I think that's why when I was porting my sticks on the stick nodes, so it's like easier to use, I gave my Titano like teeth on its upper beak, which I portray as modified protrusions on its beak, and uses to slice at prey. Like every time it bites it, it's just dead. Edited version. This is somewhat accurate to the original stick, though. So I'll say accuracy wise, 8 out of 10. He's close. Stick wise, on its own, Detailed the edited version, which I don't have, probably 9 out of 10. The colors were done a bit weirdly. Next up is Therizinosuchus H, and I actually did make Therizinosuchus H into a stick. That's an outdated version. I don't really like how I did that. Therizinosuchus verticalio. I'm gonna have to redo it. There it is. No, not Karkar. I still want him to make a Carcharodontosuchus. So here's mine. Now, I'm gonna compare my differences here. So first off, the head is very round here, while this is more blocky. The claws will look a lot much smoother. These ones just look generic. Honestly, I like his design more than mine. His edited version, which he showed me in like another time when I got to talk to him this year. He he came back, showed me some of his new animations, and left to get the milk again, and I'm sad. So his edited stick gets a 10 out of 10 for me, honestly. The colors, it matched the original concept image he was making for it. Next up is the tree stabber. Now, I have not edited the tree stabber yet, but I do have the stick figure. Tree stabber. There it is. So, it is actually really close to the original design. There are some differences, however. First off, the wings are a bit more blockier. It only has one leg, which is kind of my fault on that part. Overall, and accuracy-wise, it's a 10 out of 10. Really accurate to the original stick. I'll also give him credit for making it, because I was not expecting him to make it. I can't wait to see episodes of Random Rumble with the tree stabber. I think I already put the edited Toga editor. The Martian. This guy. I think this is Martian Warrior? Yeah, Martian Warrior. Mainly a stick person. I like the concept of the Martians, though. What if these are the Krulodons? Because when me and memegod were talking back in the day, when he talked to me a lot, I'd say things to him like I and yes and got it, or stuff like that. And I feel bad for saying those things now. That's why I think the time I got to talk to him again, then when he left, I said more distinct things. So the Martian here, or I guess maybe Krulodon Warrior, maybe what if the Martians are the Krulodons, or will he make the Krulodon? I'll have to find out. But yeah, Martian, 9 out of... Actually, I like the sword here and the shield, but I don't know what to rate it. 9 out of 10. These are getting a lot of 9s. Scarlet Prawn. Now, I don't think I've seen an edited Scarlet Prawn stick that he's made yet. And I haven't made the Scarlet Prawn onto Absurd Arena yet. I have the Mega Claw, and I haven't used the Mega Claw. I'm planning on doing one with a Mega Claw and the Scarlet Prawn. But the Scarlet Prawn here... It's actually alright. It's really hard to use. The stick is really hard to use, but I'm just rating him on the design, not how easy the sticks are to use. So, I'll give it a 7 out of 10, just because I haven't seen a detailed version. The Scorn/Pinhead Megalosaur. I'm gonna be brutally honest here. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm sorry, memegod, if you stumble across this, but I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. I felt like a lot more could be done here. However, I will give you credit, though, as I think this was your second stick. It was the second stick that you made on here. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Actually, 6 out of 10, because it was the second stick, one of the first sticks you've made. This is one of his newer ones. This is a Spinosaurid called Skewertail, or as I want to call it, Stegocolus formicarius. So Stegocolus/Skewertail is a species of Spinosaurid, apparently, that I guess maybe evolved from I'm going to say it evolved from Australia, because we have Spinosaurus terrestrius. Now we have Stegocolus, so I'll say this evolved from Australia. So, for a Spinosaurid, he got it most of the body really right. I like how it looks more of an aquatic predator. Well, using that huge mouth to gulp up fish and small crustaceans, like baby mega claws and maybe young titan flies. Which, fun fact, pretty sure they get to the size of great white sharks, and the biggest one is as big as the biggest great white, which is terrifying. I like the tail here and how it kind of resembles one of my gore pieces. So it deserves a 10 out of 10 for me, honestly. I like the concept of a Spinosaurid with like a harpoon-like tail. I can imagine that would be a really good defense that it can use against predators, because, well, it might not be able to use its tail while hunting, because it's going to have to stop and then try to impale the fish. Unless it's like an ambush predator, kind of like the spear beak, where it will wait and shove its beak down its victim. I have yet to make Stegocolus here, and I will try to. I'm not sure what the ling-tailed swan is supposed to be, /short-winged swan. I'm gonna assume it's a swan species. I really like how it looks very metallic. Now, I don't think this would be a very dangerous animal. Although herbivores can be dangerous, not all of them are dangerous. Like, I can imagine this one actually has a chemical defense. When under threat, I feel like it could spray out a noxious chemical, or regurgitate their last meal as a form of defense against large predators, such as maybe if this is a swan, it would be in a swamp area, so you'll have to deal with a Carcharodontosuchus. And since this might be more of a terrestrial type of swan, it will probably use this against Carcharodontosuchus and Protomoirasuchus. So we'll have to give it 9 out of 10 here. I like the colors. I have to come up with a lot of cool ideas for these. Yeah. Also, I don't know what ling-tailed mean. If the feathers are sharp, then it's a cool concept. But I kind of like my idea where it spits out a noxious chemical or regurgitates its last meal, or maybe it can combine the two. Okay, and first batch. The Martian / I guess Cruelodon King. King. I like the cape here. memegod got creative here. I like the magnet as well. And like this. Apparently the Martians have fought the giant Naga. Apparently there's 3 variations of the Naga here. I don't know how to rate this guy. Nice pants, nice shirt, nice cape. 7 out of 10. Mega Claw. Now, hang on, let me pull up the Mega Claw stick figure that I have. And don't say anything if you see any unreleased stick figures. Here. Keep these a secret. Mifa Claw. Oh, yes. Here is my Mega Claw. Really accurate. I don't think I can find a single inaccuracy here. Accuracy-wise, 10 out of 10. Got it right. Coloration-wise, nice pink. I like the colors. And they actually have the stick, and the stick is kind of simple to use, so 10 out of 10. Nice stick. The Martian / Cruelodon. Nice gun. 10 out of 10 overall. I like the gun. The fact that he has a blast. Suchotyrannus invasius, the invasive crocodile tyrant. I don't think you can, literally on my stick, which isn't referenced here. I think I got creative with mine. The backstory of me making my Suchotyrannus. Let's just pull out the edited one. So mine looks more like a theropod than a Rauisuchian, which is what Suchotyrannus is. So the design I was coming up with my Suchotyrannus was I was finishing the creature I was making with the Australovenator skeletal. So, pretty much, I'm not counting accuracy because I made the stick after memegod made his. I think the edited one looks more like Sukateranus Colossus a bit, but more like flat colored. Edited one, it's alright. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I like how he combined the concept art I was making and the, what is it? The reference image that I made. The concept image and as Colossus. So, 8 out of 10. Raptorosaurus. Yeah, I've seen the edited one. I like the crown. I made mine after his and made it look somewhat similar to his. This is also another Spinosaurid that evolved from baryonyx. Apparently, what it is able to do is it cracks open eggs. I'm thinking in like Crin City to have a Raptorosaurus break into pet stores and eat the unsupervised animals. Also, any Raptorosaurus in the store that run in there, they're really good pets actually. Apparently, these guys' favorite eggs to eat are Titanodarcus eggs, which it's really risky to get near because you're gonna risk yourself getting eaten alive. So, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Giving a lot of these high rankings. Panonchisaurus. Oh wait, he has 4 fingers. Is Panonchisaurus a Phyladeosaurid? I'm not sure. The stick is kind of hard to use for me. Yeah, I've seen the edit. The edit, 6 out of 10. Normal one though, 5 out of 10. Not gonna lie. Phantosaurus enigmatus. I think the stick I made is probably the most memegod accurate stick. I originally, when I first saw this, I didn't know what it was. Well, I didn't know if it was a monitor lizard, like the giant poltergeist, and the now Varanotyrannus, if it was a Rauisuchian, a quadrupedal theropod, which I now know it is a megaraptorid. And with my stick, I presented the idea of it as a knuckle-walking creature, so it can keep its claws nice and sharp. I really like this stick. It gave me a lot of mystery. That's why I gave it the name Phantosaurus enigmatus. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Pauloceratops. The Great Dane-sized Ceratopsian. This could be the Ceratopsian I make. So apparently this is a smaller species of Ceratopsian, and it's not. I haven't seen it a lot in Random Rumble. So, the design is simple, but it gets a lot through. 7 out of 10. The Night Watcher. This is apparently a Mononychus. I can assume this one is mutated and more violent. 10 out of 10. It looks menacing. Alright, that's our next batch done. I have the edit of Sukateranus Colossus, so I'll skip this version. It looks possessed. Stymphalian bird. I have 2 Stymphalian birds, but I won't be showing off my edited version. So let's pull out the Stymphalian bird. Stymphalian bird. So, it's mostly accurate. There are a bit of inaccuracies, though. The head is a little blocky. But overall, that's the only inaccuracy I can find. Accuracy-wise, my rating will be probably 9.5 out of 10. Stick figure, non-accuracy-wise, pretty cool. 10 out of 10. I like the feather here, though. I like the feather. Spearbeak. This thing wouldn't be a hexapod, then. I decided to not give my stick version of the Spearbeak wings because, well, then it wouldn't be a bird, it'd be a hexapod. So, I decided that the Spearbeak is a quadrupedal bird that traded its wings for another set of legs. I like the concept of the spear beak. Colors, they're actually really cool. I like the black head, like the claws. 10 out of 10. And this is also the first stick memegod ever created. The silent one. I don't know what it is, and I kind of want to keep it that way. Because it makes this thing look more mysterious. And not knowing its origins makes it more terrifying. The silent one is would be a menacing creature to encounter. It's more like a supernatural force. 10 out of 10 for how cool it is. And plus, since I did ask him what it was, but I don't think I want to know anymore, because then the mystery fades away. No, that's all for that batch, I guess. Meothopterus. The old apex predator of the Fallen Lands. If I can find Meo. Right off the bat, I can spot some inaccuracies. First off, where are the arm feathers? Unless I'm just an idiot, I don't see any arm feathers here. Also, let me open Meo's mouth. I don't see any teeth in there. And the head is a bit too big. And alright, just making sure. So, accuracy wise, 7 out of 10. I will get to that after the video, Jacob. Moirasuchus havensis. Oh, I forgot to rate it outside of. And stick wise, non accuracy wise, 5 out of 10. Bro, Jacob. Hang on, I have to stop and. Wait, I won't what? I won't send images. Apparently he doesn't want me to send images. Okay, I have to tell him I'm doing a video right now. I also can't wait to. No. Okay, what's going on here? You can't be serious. I am. I still want to see an edited version of this. I think you might have already made it. Okay. Okay, back to this. Moirasuchus. Let me pull out. Let me pull up the Moira. These are the dog water contest skins. The edit that he made of his Moira is more based off of the Kingfisher skin of the Moira. Okay, there are a couple inaccuracies here. The head is way too circular. Also, this isn't a Spinosaurid. It was gonna be a Spinosaurid. I was gonna have it be a Spinosaurid. But memegod decided that it would be better off as a Carcharodontosaurid, and I like that idea. So, Jacob... No, I don't... I'm doing a video right now. Accuracy-wise, 8 out of 10. It loses a bit because of the head. The eyes work really well, though. I think Moira broke his leg here. The edited skin-wise, 9 out of 10. Jacob, what do you... Got it. Okay. So, 9 out of 10 for, yeah. Fragilosaurus sorepses. Apparently, memegod said this is an Allosaurid. I honestly thought when I first saw the stick of Fragilosaurus that it could be an Abelisaurid. Turns out it's an Allosaurid. So it's not related to things like Armus, Pseudo-Armus, and Crimprinus, but it's more related to Archaeovenator and Colossosaurus from the Eye Peninsula. I really like the design and the concept here. I like all the spikes. And apparently it is now... Panachisaurus isn't the honey badger of random rumble. Fragilosaurus is here. So, 10 out of 10. Like the stick and all. Gallimimus. Okay. Can I... Okay, Gallimimus. I still have yet to do this one in Pivot. So, I'm gonna assume this is a Spinosaurid. I like the spikes on the tail that could be for defense, or... Actually, I could propose the idea that that is for, attracting mates. I'm also going to present the idea that maybe Gallimimus is a Tyrannosauroid, and not a Tyrannosaurid. So, design-wise, actually, 9.5 out of 10. The eyes are absolutely magnificent. I love how he does his eyes. Giant Area. If I could find... The official name of the giant area, official scientific name is Ceradon gigas. Or Ceradon gigas. Where is giant area? Alright, I forgot. It's area. I think one of the later sticks I added a tail fluke to it. Okay, this stick is very accurate to mine. I do notice a couple differences though. First off, the other part of the crest is a bit is a bit down its neck, while this one was more near the head. Another one was the eyes are a bit more, or not the eyes, the I think later on when I stopped talking to memegod, I added the tail fluke to the giant area. So, but that doesn't count because that was after he stopped talking to me. Also, where's the forked tongue? You see this? This is the forked tongue of the area. Kind of, you have to like use control. And you have to use control and the touchpad or the mouse to stretch it out, kind of like with the giant Crake's tongue. I don't see the forked tongue here. Other than that, though, it's really accurate. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10 in accuracy. This man legit asked how old I am, bro. So let me do my video already. A really bad time to message me while I'm filming a video. Stick figure wise, 7 out of 10. Accuracy wise, though, is 9 out of 10. The fins are really hard to use. Giant Crake. He edited this one to look more like one of the skins. I have Damien from Cringe City. There's Nonchisaurus. I think I made the Philadiasaurus in a column. I remember I made the Philadiasaurus and Nonchisaurus in the old Tug Venator in a call with him. And that might have been the time when I lost him. Okay, I think his edit was based off of Aurora Borealis. Either it was Aurora Borealis. It's probably this skin, the laser show skin, but I'm going to use this one because it was the first one to open. First off, the arm is a bit too short. Arm is very short, as you can... No, not the arm. The second, the Giant Crake has a protrusion, has 2 wings, but part of the wing grows out into and has an extra bone in it to allow it in the form of raptorial forelegs. So it still has 2 wings. I was going to have the idea that it would have 4 wings, but then it would be a hexapod. Also, it looks a bit too insect-like. Well, and also its head is very slim, while this guy's head is a bit more blocky. Also, it doesn't have the curve at the end of its tail. Oh, god damn it. So accuracy-wise, 7 out of 10. Oh, where is it? There. 7 out of 10. Edited-wise, 9 out of 10, though. The supernova... I'm gonna go insane. There. Alright, the giant Naga. I won't even compare to this one. I already remember what the Naga looks like. This is his own concept, so... 10 out of 10. Really dope concept. That we have the second form of the Naga. And that it can shoot out lasers, which is just pure fantasy, and... I'm more of a sucker for the sciencey stuff, but this is dope. 10 out of 10. Gladiosaurus. The Gladiosaurus, I'm going to assume, is an ornithomimid. Or not an ornithomimid. Actually, what if the Gladiosaurus evolved from hadrosaurs to look less hadrosaurine-like and more like theropods? Or we could say that it is a basal sauropodomorph, like Anchisaurus or Plateosaurus. The adaptation that Gladiosaurus has is the nose. These are the females of the species, and these are the males, which have like a decorative feathering. Overall, 7 out, actually 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 for those. The Gladiothune. This is a constrictor, which I decided to make it more like evolved from the boom slang, or a mamba. The edited stick gets like about an 8 out of 10 for me. I like the greens used in its color palette. That's that batch done. Arboraptor. Now I decided to, when I ported the Arboraptor here to Pivot, I decided to make it a Philadeosaurid. but I'm assuming that this is a dromaeosaurid, judging from the claws. 7 out of 10. I like the crown, though. Archaeovenator Gully. I don't even need the image to find out the inaccuracies here. Head is a bit too blocky. Head is way too blocky. Accuracy-wise, 7 out of 10. Stick-wise, though, it's fine. 7 out of 10. I have the updated Armus, so I don't need to see this one. Compsognathus giganteus. I liked all the colors here. All the pretty colors. 9 out of 10. The Black Dragon, this is based off of the old stick. Don't really need to find a lot of inaccuracies here. There's not much that he got wrong. Except the eyes. I think he said that the eyes of the Black Dragon were green, but apparently they're blue here. But that's the only inaccuracy, and it's a very minor inaccuracy. So 10 out of 10 on the accuracy scale, and 10 out of 10 overall. The Area. Inaccuracy, can't really find any inaccuracies here. The head is a bit too wide, I guess. But that's the only one. 10 out of 10, accuracy and design-wise. The False Crake. Now, the False Crake has a similar tongue shape to the normal crake, to the giant crake. Normal crakes don't have the weird front wing things. I like the concept, but it's a bit too much like the giant crake in terms of concept. Unless it isn't a predator and the tongue. What if the tongue helps it just crack open the shells of cement mangoes? So 8 out of 10. Honestly, the Fishing Mantis. Accuracy wise, 10 out of 10. Design wise, though, it's not that bad. I like the edited one and how it looks very minty. 8 out of 10. The Anchor Eel / False Area. I think his original concept for the False Area was that it had like fins, but I like how it's more like an eel here, so hence the name Anchor Eel. 10 out of 10. Nice concept. I can see this swimming with normal areas in Europe. The American Cobra. My God, this stick figure is beautiful. 10 out of 10. I don't even need to say anything. I can imagine that it can spit a venom, though. Okay, I think that's that batch. Sticks. Now we have the extras. Armus abelius. I think I just made it into a stick today, but it looks nothing like this guy. It looks more like a normal Abelisaurid than this, and I am really sorry about that, meme god. I like how the eye is able to be moved, and this looks very much like the reference image meme god made of it. 7 out of 10. I like the creamy color of it. Chameleodon. This is not a dromaeosaurid. I'm pretty sure it's a troodontid. He repurposed the old Tug-O-Venator he made and made it into a chameleodon. I actually have my chameleodon open right here, and it looks more like a dromaeosaurid than this guy. I'll try repurposing this, though. 7 out of 10. Quadrupedal dromaeosaurid. Now, I actually have an updated quadrupedal dromaeosaurid that I made a while back. That looks much more like this, and with some extra feathering. So this is more going off. This is also going off an edit that he made of it. But if I were to look at the stick right now, these legs would not be here. But I just imagine these as like 4 legs because it's too lazy to make them. Stick accuracy, 9 out of 10 because I have that updated version. And I'm gonna update the quadrupedal dromaeosaur soon. The giant and normal naga. Both these get 9 out of 10. This guy, in terms of accuracy, doesn't have teeth. It's a 9 out of 10 in accuracy. Chophiosaurus, a sauropod. Hang on. Is that Spearbeak versus... Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, this is Chophiosaurus. It's a sauropod, probably its small side. Well, actually, compared to Tsuchotyrannus, it's massive. I like the whip on its tail where it's spiky, but it would damage its tail if it whipped with it. So, 7 out of 10. I like the coloring on it. The Titan fly. I notice a little bit of a little inaccuracy. It's a really minor one. The mandibles are a bit stick-like. But that's my only inaccuracy. Accuracy-wise, 10 out of 10. Design-wise, 7 out of 10, sadly. I like the nice blues, though, and how it looks more like the Emperor Titanfly stick. The Omega Worm. Ouch. I'm not gonna lie. There isn't a lot to this. 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, Game Gun. But, 3 out of 10. Toga Venator. For something called Toga Venator, you made the crest more like Bakugo than Toga. If I pull out my stick right now, of Toga Venator Himiko, right there, I used the Dilophosaurus skeletal and just added the crest on. I tried representing the hair just like the crest, just like Toga's hair. This is after he made this. The coloring is supposed to resemble like Toga's, I guess, pants, but she wears a skirt. Yeah, brownish. It's alright. 7 out of 10, I guess. Maverictosaurus. Now, I doubt a Ceratosaurid would have horns that are actually sharp. But he did add a crest back here used for display. My version of the Maverictosaurus has antlers. It's an antlered Ceratosaurid. And these antlers are used for display. So I will try repurposing some of these into new creatures. Phylladiosaurus slash Phylladiosaurus slash Phylladiosaurus. Now, apparently, it wasn't called Phylladiosaurus. It's called Phylladiosaurus. But I'm still going to refer to it as Phylladiosaurus, which it is called in Obsidian. Phylladiosaurus polydon, slash I guess Phylladiosaurus polydon. Apparently, this is a group of electric lizards. I decided to make a couple other Phylladiosaurids, such as Avichisaurus, Sauroraptor. I think there's another one. Gojira Venator. Say it what you will. 9 out of 10. The giant poltergeist. My god, this guy looks cartoony as all hell. 8 out of 10, I guess. This is a monitor lizard, by the way, not a dinosaur. This thing. Psuchotyrannus hideosus. 3 out of 10. What is this? Where is its neck? This is one of the smaller Psuchotyrannus species and is pretty much inferior to S. colossus and S. invacius. Psuchotyrannus colossus. The eye is able to be moved. It can have expressions. 10 out of 10. And I think that might be it. Yep, it is, sadly. So if I do manage to talk to him again, I will try doing a part 2 to this. But stay tuned. Bye.